going to girls' weekend. So sorry, guys out there. You might want to pause this one already, but if you're a lady and you know the importance of girls' weekend, obviously keep watching. Every group of girls needs a fabulous weekend to celebrate their friendship, and when you're the only one gluten-free, it can be a little bit stressful. So again, be proactive about the game plan. If you are not already the proactive one of your group from your gluten-freeness, it's time to step up and be super assertive. Start by figuring out where you'll be staying. Will you have a kitchen? Will you have room service? Will you have neither of these? Will you have access to a fridge? These are all things to know ahead of time. Don't just go and hope that there'll be a situation that works for you. Also, find out the closest health food store. If there's not a health food store, find the closest grocery store. If you're staying somewhere where someone else will be handling your food, like with room service or a resort of some kind, always call and put in your reservation that you have a food intolerance, that you cannot have gluten, so they know before you even check in. A lot of resorts now actually have computer systems that run through the whole resort or whole hotel, so when you make a reservation at one of the restaurants, they know by your room number that you can't have gluten. So that's exciting, something good to know. Also, pack food. It's not unheard of for people with celiac to bring a whole extra suitcase of food. Now, if this is just a weekend, you may not necessarily need to pack an entire suitcase of food, but if you have to, don't be embarrassed. This is your health. So bring stuff that's easy to eat. Canned tuna with a pop top on it, cereal, crackers, nuts, granola. GoPicnic.com has tons of food. Well, I shouldn't say tons, but has a lot of options that are gluten-free that don't need to be refrigerated and are awesome for you that you can take when you travel. Also, bring pasta and a loaf of bread. That way you can eat out. If you eat out, you can call the restaurant ahead of time and see if they wouldn't mind making your G-free pasta. So make sure you call ahead of time. Don't just show up with pasta because people aren't always super pleased by that. And also bread is a great way to make a sandwich along the way or take to dinner. You can have a hamburger, put bread, make a little bun. Also pack something sweet. Even if you don't eat sweets, you are on a girls' weekend, chances are people are going to be splurging a little bit, so you don't want everyone else to be having cookies and you can't have any. So bring something tasty, like some chocolate chip cookies or some Hershey's Kisses. You can see where my mind is. I could really use some chocolate right now. Bring aluminum foil or toasted bags. These are great things to have to prevent cross-contamination. Toasted bags can be found, I think, at the Gluten Mall. Just Google toasted, gluten-free mall, toasted bags, and they are great. They're reusable. Actually, you can put them in toasters. They prevent cross-contamination. They're awesome. Aluminum foil is also another good option to have. Also, bring a dining card. Celiebo.com sells them in 12 different languages. It's a great thing to take to a restaurant, to give to a chef, so they know exactly about cross-contamination. They know what foods you cannot be served, etc. And let's see here. Also, remember that no glutinous hands go into your food. You're happy to share, maybe. I'm not always happy to share, but most of the time. But your friends need to pour it out first. If your friends are eating pretzels, they do not need to stick your hand into your gluten-free snack and get crumbs in it, because then you can't eat it anymore. So tell them that. If they're good friends, they'll understand. Also, shared lipstick, out of the question. A lot of times it's very easy to get sick that way. The brand of lip gloss or lipstick definitely could have gluten in it, and it's a very high chance that that lipstick or gloss has come into a relationship with gluten at some time, if it's not yours. If there's a day of beauty involved, if you're super sensitive to gluten like I am, it's a good idea to call the spa or the salon to see what kind of shampoo and body products they use. If they have gluten in them, you can always bring your own. You can always say you have a medical need. I know when I use shampoo with gluten in it, my head is so itchy, it's just terrible. So another thing to remember. Also, and I'm going to make this as PG as I possibly can, ladies, if you make a new friend at the bar and he is drinking beer, it is not a good idea to give him a smooch at the end of the night. Just something, keep it in your head, and that's all I'll say about that. Hopefully, since you'll be heading out with your closest girlfriends on this weekend, they will understand completely about your dietary needs. And a vacation is a vacation, and you deserve to eat like everyone else. So remember, I like to always remind myself that I'm a person first and not a celiac. So if you get assertive and proactive before you even leave for your little girls' weekend, you can enjoy it and be thinking, have food in the back of your mind, not the front of your mind. So Don't dwell on your celiac status when you're out with girls. Just have a good time. So hope everyone's doing well out there. Thanks for watching. As always, it's from Have Not to Have and Gluten-Free Dining.